EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buccaneers of Tokyo. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
Play action. Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Back to throw. Stafford. Short throw caught by Bowers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Riley Dixon.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry. And right, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Stafford. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford to the right side and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
49er, first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the 49er, first down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Calling the gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4.
We can look at this defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Or what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
60 Bison, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Logan Hall is there for the stop.
Well, big man with ball. Bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
19 Lions. 70 Lions. 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
60 back. Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Fights through it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better reviews and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The city just made a sweep. The diabetic, they mouth get full of deceit. Let the cowards tell it what they know.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Piñeiro set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Here's 2nd and 10.
180.
Throwing a Stafford. As he throws there, incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
250.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And taken right at the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And a 49er first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
Now back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown to San Francisco.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
White, ready,
Here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
280, 53, ready, 32.
To throw is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Blue 60. Alert! Watching my me.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Buccaneers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. Second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught out right by Jennings.
The pass complete to Jauan Jennings. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be touchdown short of the first. And it's fourth down coming up. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal.
18 Cardinals.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
22-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Stafford now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does besides boost their confidence? It doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. He spins free. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Ready? Hand the straight. COVID-19.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 10.
18. Ready? 72 more. 65 cat. 65 cat.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, 71 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 24, Buccaneers 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Here's Stafford. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what some defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Set. Libra. Number 20.
Stafford. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. Check, come, 19, go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it, to see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Cut 19, cut 19. Tag.
On play action, they'll throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
Middle, 180.
Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 72. Go, Reed. Go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
19.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Pearsall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd
danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And the lead will hold at 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Chuck. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 19-18. Hawk 7.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
Here's McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
White.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. They've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, it's Genty. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Alert!
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
180.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have it, but it's first down as his defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
280. 40 got. 40 got.
Now Stafford. So looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. 2nd down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Stafford going to change it up here.
At the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stafford. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Michael Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
19 light. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Back to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the 49ers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
2nd and 3.
21, 250, from Omaha, ready, blue. 20 high.
Here's Stafford. Short throw, caught by Barnes. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
180.
Stafford. And that was going to be off target and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Big 20. 11.
Stafford now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 180. Hey, 50.
Throwing again is Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
280. Hey, 70. Middle. Zone.
Back to throw. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender held over at that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
280. Monday. Sponge. No.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter ends. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Hey. Blue stick, 50.
Now Stafford. They'll find McMillan here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought.
50-50.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is